She is Mara, 32, and she stands by the grave as workers lower her husband, Ethan, into the ground. Rain dots her black coat. No one from her family comes. Not her parents, Helen and Victor. Not her sister, Chloe. Not even Tara, her best friend since childhood. Her phone lights up. "We need to talk now," from Helen. 22 missed calls. "If you were me," she whispers, "what would you do?" She pockets the phone and breathes slowly. "Goodbye, my love," she says. A soft wind lifts the flowers. "I'll find strength. Even if it means I stand alone." Mara remembers how they met. Sophomore year, campus library, a quick collision. Her psychology books scattered, and Ethan laughed softly. "My fault, let me help," he said, kneeling to gather pages. "Coffee? My apology." Coffee became dinner, then a movie, then years of small kindnesses. "You dream big," he told her. "I'll cheer until my voice breaks." She said, "And I'll stand beside you always." They married simply, by choice. No strings, Mara insisted when her parents offered money. "Love is enough." Ethan's smile was shy and sure. "Then we build from that." They did, brick by brick, tender and true. Kindly take a pause to subscribe to my channel and also like my videos to get notifications for more revenge stories. Now back to the story. Her family judged him. "Working class," Helen sniffed. "No connections," Victor added. Mara answered, "He has character." Chloe rolled her eyes. "Character doesn't pay for country club dues." Ethan worked part-time while finishing engineering with honors. He volunteered weekends at the animal shelter. He sent handwritten notes to thank anyone who helped him. "He's unusual," Tara admitted once, in a good way. But distance grew. At the wedding, Helen's smiles were tight. Victor checked his watch. Chloe whispered, "Cute, modest." Ethan squeezed Mara's hand. "Ignore it," he murmured. "We know what's real." Mara nodded. "We do." Their life was small and bright. A tiny apartment with a squeaky heater, 2 mugs that never matched, and a list on the fridge: save, travel, laugh often. She worked as a marketing coordinator. Ethan joined a renewable energy firm. Saturdays, they walked the river trail. Sundays they planned, 2 kids, he asked. And a silly dog, she added. Family dinners were harder. "When are you giving us grandchildren?" Helen asked Mara, then turned to Chloe. "Take your time, darling. Focus on your career." Ethan's foot found Mara's under the table. "I'm here," he whispered. "Always." 6 months before the funeral, Ethan fainted on a morning run. Tests followed. Dr. Kim's voice was gentle. "Stage 4. We will fight, but the road is hard." Mara called her parents. "Oh dear," Helen said. "Are you sure? Doctors exaggerate." Victor cleared his throat. "Get a second opinion." "We did," Mara said. 3. Tara cried and promised help, but her visits dwindled. Deadlines. "I'll come this weekend," she texted, then cancelled. Ethan began chemo. "We'll shave it together," he joked, handing Mara clippers. She laughed and cried. "You're still you." He kissed her palm. "And you're my home." Mara became nurse, advocate, anchor. She learned meds, tracked nausea, soothed fevers, and argued politely with insurance. Ethan tried to protect her. "Promise me when this is over, however it ends, you'll live," he said. "Promise me you'll choose joy." She nodded, even as fear tightened her chest. She sent updates to her family. Replies were thin. "Prayers," Helen wrote. Chloe sent hearts but never came. Victor texted, "Busy week." Tara visited twice, fidgeting by the 4-pole. "Hospitals make me shake," she mumbled. Ethan's parents, Ruth and Caleb, arrived and stayed. "We've got you," Ruth whispered. "Both of you." Then Chloe got engaged to Graham, a lawyer with a perfect smile. Helen called, sparkling. "We're planning something beautiful at the club. Chloe wants you as a bridesmaid." Mara swallowed. "The doctors say Ethan has weeks. I can't leave him." Silence. "Your sister only gets engaged once," Helen said. "Surely he'd understand." Mara closed her eyes. He is dying. We'll miss you then, Helen replied. Tara texted later, I'm helping Chloe with the party. I'll swing by soon, promise. Ethan squeezed Mara's fingers. We won't plead, he said softly. We'll simply love. The experimental treatment failed. A violent seizure. A week in the hospital. Dr. Kim spoke plainly. We're out of medical tools. Hospice can bring comfort. The word hit like ice. That night, Mara watched Ethan sleep, his face briefly peaceful. Remember our first coffee, she whispered. He smiled without waking. Money ran thin. She asked Victor for help. Tight month, he said. Chloe's event is costly. She bit her lip. Next month, then, he added. Ruth slipped grocery cards into Mara's bag. Caleb repaired a leaky faucet. Let us carry something, he said. Please. The night before the party weekend, Ethan's breathing turned ragged. The hospice nurse, Lily, increased morphine. It may be soon, she said softly. Mara called Helen. Please. I need you. Guests arrive tonight, Helen answered. Chloe will be devastated if we don't greet them. He's dying, Mara said. Lower your voice, Helen scolded. Mara tried Tara. I'm at the salon with Chloe. I'll come after. Ethan died at 3:27 a.m., Ruth on one side, Mara on the other. Thank you for loving me, he whispered before the end. Mara held his still hand. Thank you for choosing me. Morning brought logistics, then quiet. Mara texted the family chat. Ethan passed. Funeral Tuesday. Victor, sorry for your loss. Helen, busy day with preparations. Send details. Chloe said nothing. Tara messaged privately, I overslept after the party. I'm coming later. Diego, a colleague of Ethan, emailed a video from the Grand Hotel. You should see this. Mara pressed play. On screen, Chloe raised a glass. Thanks for coming despite my sister's drama. Laughter. Helen nodded. Victor agreed. Tara added, Mara always exaggerates. Mara paused the video, stomach turning. They knew, she whispered. They knew, and chose champagne. Tuesday, rain again. Ruth hugged her. We're here, sweetheart. Thank you, Mara said. For everything. The funeral director asked, a private moment? She nodded. She placed white roses and blue forget-me-nots near the casket. You loved these, she whispered. 10 o'clock came, seats filled with Ethan's people, co-workers, neighbors, a college roommate who flew in. Empty chairs waited for Helen, Victor, Chloe, and Tara. The celebrants spoke of Ethan's kindness and bright mind. Mara read her eulogy, voice shaking. As she sat, her phone buzzed with fresh photos of Chloe's multi-day party. She put the phone face down. At the graveside, the rain thinned. I love you more than yesterday, less than tomorrow, she whispered. The first shovel of earth thudded. Her phone lit up again, we need to talk now, and a stack of missed calls. She powered it off. Back home, she walked through silence, touched Ethan's sweater, breathed him in. When she finally turned the phone on, messages poured. Helen, we're sorry, Chloe felt unwell. Victor, couldn't leave brunch early. Tara, I overslept. Please forgive me. Chloe, hope the funeral went okay. Mara boiled water for tea, hands steady from anger, not grief. Another ping, a new email, trust papers. Helen wrote, we need your signature for updates. Mara called Paula, a kind colleague from work. Do you or John know trusts? Paula said, John's an estate attorney. Forward it. Minutes later, John called. Mara, do not sign. This disinherits you in favor of Chloe. They need your consent to change the original split. The doorbell rang. Through the camera, Mara saw Helen, Victor, Chloe, and Tara. She exhaled, opened the door, and stood firm. Helen swept in. We've been trying to reach you. It's been 24 hours, Mara said. Exactly. Come stay with us, Helen said. We're worried, Victor added, patting a briefcase. Chloe flopped on the couch. Let's be quick. Tara hovered near the door. Why are you here? Mara asked. Family business, Victor said. Just paperwork. The trust that cuts me out? Mara asked evenly. Their faces shifted. How did you? Victor sputtered. You showed me who you are, Mara replied. And I watched the brunch video. Helen went pale. That was out of context. Chloe rolled her eyes. People die every day. I only get engaged once. Mara stared. Ethan died. You chose buffet lines. Chloe scoffed. You have life insurance. Sign the papers. Even Helen flinched. Mara walked to her laptop and opened a folder. For years I kept score only in my head. Now I keep it in a file. Missed events, unequal gifts, forgotten milestones. Helen snapped, childish. No, Mara said softly. It's clarity. Tara stepped forward, voice shaking. Mara, please. I was wrong. I was scared of Chloe. You were cruel to me to please her, Mara replied. That's a choice. Silence gathered. Get out, Mara said finally. All of you. Be reasonable, Helen said. I have been. For decades. She opened the door. From this moment, you are strangers, she said. Family shows up. Family protects. Victor stammered, we're your parents. Then act like it, she answered. Tara wept. 20 years of friendship, doesn't that matter? It didn't matter to you on the day he was buried, Mara said. Chloe stood, furious. You'll regret this. Mara's gaze did not waver. Goodbye, Helen. Using her mother's name cut the final thread. They left in a tight cluster, indignation covering shame. When the door closed, the house hummed with a new silence, heavy but clean. Mara leaned against the wood and breathed. She called a grief therapist, Dr. Lewis, and booked weekly sessions. You're carrying 2 losses, Dr. Lewis said. Your husband and your family's support. That's complex grief. It feels like drowning and learning to swim at once, Mara answered. Dr. Lewis nodded. We'll build small strokes. At a widow's group, Mara met Nadia, sharp and kind. My first months were bathrobe and cereal, Nadia admitted. 1 grown-up task a day saved me. Mara adopted the rule. She returned to work part-time. Ruth mailed cookies. Caleb fixed whatever broke. You'll always be our daughter, Ruth said. Mara cried, grateful and seen. She sold the apartment. The last box hid a letter in Ethan's handwriting. My dearest Mara, if you're reading this, I'm gone. Please live. You bend, but you don't break. Build a life that makes you laugh out loud. She pressed the pages to her heart. She began volunteering at the chemo unit. It hurt at first, then healed something deep. Ivy and Martin, an older couple who'd lost a son, invited her for Sunday dinners. Grief makes a strange family, Ivy said, washing dishes beside her. But it's real. Mara wrote about loss online. Strangers wrote back, me too. On the first anniversary, she scattered some of Ethan's ashes at the lake with Ruth and Caleb. The water flashed blue. He'd love this, Caleb said. That evening, an email arrived from Helen, family emergency. Victor had a mild heart attack. Chloe's wedding was off amid rumors about Graham's firm. Mara read, then sent a list of medical aid resources without a note. Tara stopped contacting her months before. A friend later said Tara and Chloe had fallen out. Seasons turned. Mara tended a small garden and taught a grief workshop. You were right, she told Ethan's photo. I'm stronger now. On the 2nd anniversary, she brought flowers to the grave and found Tara approaching, unsure. I can come back, Tara said. You can stay, Mara answered. Tara laid a bouquet. I visit every year, she said quietly. It doesn't erase what I did. I'm sorry. They spoke for an hour, no excuses, only truth. I won't promise friendship, Mara said, but the door isn't locked. That night, her table filled with chosen family, Nadia and her partner, Ivy and Martin, Paula and John, Ruth and Caleb. Laughter rose. Under the stars, Mara whispered, Thank you, Ethan. I'm building the life you wanted.